One day, as corny as it sounds, a vision popped into my head driving home from work. And it said, hey, you need to do this for all the guys that people don't know about. And in particular, I have a really good friend that I fortunately had to bring home, had to repatriate. He's the first star on the wall as a contractor. We went to school together, we served together. I feel responsible that I recruited him into the organization. And on his first trip, he saved a life and unfortunately lost his life. And we brought him home. Anyway, I said, I need to share this story. I called Mike and Harold and RJ, and they said, yeah, let's do this. And that's the message we're putting out. You know, bourbon is truly the American spirit. It's older than the military. It's been around since the birth of our country. And to me, we're all fighting for personal reasons, honoring our country, friends, family. And bourbon, it just feels right. It fits right. I can't think of a finer spirit to honor comrades gone and comrades still serving, friends and fallen. And it just makes sense. You know, you're not going to do gin. I'm not going to make a beer for them. Bourbon is something that you're going to sit, you're going to reflect upon it. You'll laugh at the good times, cry at the bad times.
A veteran who partnered with a local restaurant to create a new memorial is hoping that his tribute to a fallen CIA agent inside of a Richmond restaurant will inspire others to serve their country. Franco created this memorial inside Brickwood BBQ, that's in the Fan area of Richmond, with the help of Hayden, the owner of the restaurant. And they wanted to create a way to honor their friend and VMI classmate Greg Wright Jr., who died on his first assignment with the CIA in the Middle East 19 years ago. Franco told our Maggie Marshall that he spent nearly 2 decades working to keep Wright's memory alive by sipping bourbon, just sharing memories. Well, those memories inspired him to create a bourbon company, Four Branches, representing the military, and the new memorial.
We sip to remember rather than drink to forget. It's what we do in the military and within the community to honor a good time and honor a time that is somewhat solemn.
Franco hopes as Richmonders eat a meal and sip on something, they'll look up and be inspired by Greg's service. And if you have a story from
back, a Richmond restaurant owner is honoring a fallen hero and friend.
This weekend, Hayden Fisher is unveiling a wall at Brickwood Barbecue dedicated to his friend Greg Wright Jr. He lost his life protecting others during an assignment in the Middle East nearly 2 decades ago. Desiree Montilla now with the story.
Greg was just such an amazing person.
For Brickwood Barbecue owner Hayden Fisher, not a day goes by where he doesn't think about his friend, Greg Wright Jr.
We're really good friends, and go out, hang out.
The two graduated from Virginia Military Institute together, a friendship growing over the years.
He was so friendly, so fun. So, I mean, he would love to be here, having a good time. He'd also be the first person who would give you the shirt off his back.
But in 2005, Wright tragically lost his life while protecting a team of CIA officers during an assignment in the Middle East.
I was just utter shock and just disbelief. I couldn't believe. Such a good person, such a genuine person, such a great public servant.
Since this moment, Fisher has been on a mission to honor his friend and fallen hero, a vision becoming reality after a phone call with the creator of Four Branches Bourbon.
Franco called me in May, bringing Four Branches Bourbon into Virginia, asking if I could help with that. I said, actually, I'm doing a barbecue restaurant like that. That would be a perfect collaboration. And so that's where that idea to really honor him here began.
This weekend, a memorial will go up on this wall in the restaurant, paying tribute to Greg's life.
He'll have his original sword from when he was commissioned into the Marines. He'll have, I believe, his CIA medal that he received. It'll have a number of pictures and other personal items that we've collected. We'll have a QR code so people can scan it and watch a video. And to really bring it to life.
Below the display, there will be a cork board for people to pin memories of those they want to remember.
It's amazing to be able to do it. Gives me goosebumps.
The memorial will be unveiled on Saturday, the same day 19 years ago when Wright made his final sacrifice. A tribute Fisher hopes will keep his legacy alive.
A lot of people will get a chance to see it, scan it, and to kind of hear his story and honor him in a real way.
Desiree Montilla, 12 on your side.
Brickwood Barbecue in the Fan has only been up a handful of months, but it's already using its space to create an impact far beyond food.
Started as a tribute to give back.
Rick Franco helped to create a memorial in the restaurant with owner Hayden Fisher. They wanted to create a way to honor their friend and VMI classmate, Greg Wright Jr., who died serving abroad.
Extremely emotional. Bringing him home, standing procession over him and the other soldiers and warriors that were coming home that night on the plane.
Wright died on his first assignment with the CIA in the Middle East. Franco recalled how Wright saved the lives of the others on his team.
19 years to the day. I remember getting the news like it was yesterday. I know exactly where I was, what happened. He didn't think twice about shielding his colleague from gunfire.
Franco has spent the last almost 2 decades keeping Wright's spirits alive by sipping on bourbon and sharing memories. Those memories helped inspire him to create a bourbon company and this new memorial.
We sip to remember rather than drink to forget. It's what we do in the military and within the community to honor a good time and honor a time that is somewhat solemn.
Franco hopes as Richmonders eat their meal and sip on something, they will look up and be inspired by Wright's service.
It's extremely emotional. I'm very humbled and honored. We want your service and your legacy and your name to inspire others to serve.
In Richmond, Maggie Marshall, CBS 6 News.